Spartan's a dedicated transportation company. We were founded in July 2021, right after the pandemic, because we saw unique issues in the supply chain and logistics industry. Things were shut down at different times, and a lot of service providers, they required flexibility. So what we did was we created a dedicated transportation company specialized in just-in-time transportation with a focus on the customer issues. Some of those being the rigidness of scheduling, some of them being the flexibility and solutioning. For example, there's customers that we have that sometimes have issues with their labor pools at the manufacturing facilities, and that causes a disparity of timing. In a just-in-time environment, things need to work in sync and be perfectly synchronous. So what we do is we adjust fire by looking at the entire supply chain and attacking the complexity of the supply chain to provide them a solution. So some of the things that we do is we do route optimization and route engineering. We study their labor pools. We look at their procurement services to see if there's any gaps or lead times that we could wiggle around in order to be able to make a more fluid process for them. We have a 3PL solutioning company. So if there's a need for a cross-dock or a warehouse solution for them, we adjust fire by doing that. We are flexible where we could create infrastructure quickly and adapt very fast along the geographical landscape. One more item that we have is that we specialize specifically in nearshoring efforts. We have a unique workforce here that's very diverse, but we specialize in international modes, particularly supporting Mexico. Since we're in Texas, it's a natural progression for us to be able to evolve and support companies along this region. We're centrally located in the U.S., so we can function to support Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. We can transport east to west, north to south, and connect pretty much the entire North American region. From a freight broker's perspective, there's many freight brokers out there, and some of these guys have the lion's share, right? So you have like a C.H. Robinson, a J.B. Hunt, where they have economies of scale. They have large mass contracts, and they can amass support in different regions. Our freight brokerage is unique in that it functions as an ancillary piece or an addition to our dedicated transportation element, and we afford unique solutions that don't necessarily meet the mainstream need for brokerages. For example, let's say that a company wants a dedicated service, but they want the flexibility to be able to take one-ways and add them into the equation. We use those. Those are usually our premium freight opportunities. So we'll run full-fledged round trips, and then we'll also dabble in brokerage by providing one-way solutions. Well, each client is different and they have a unique need. So from cross-docking to warehousing to route engineering and design to managing their transportation pool, we do all of the above. A couple of examples of that is Toyota. They had a need for their packaging to be reverse engineered and placed back into circulation to alleviate costs. And we were able to set up a cross-dock overnight and set up the reverse logistics chain to be able to facilitate that for them without them having an additional capital expenditure, which was very, very unique in being able to do that quickly. We also had a tier 1 supplier, for example, that was having frequency issues in their ordering, and we alleviated that by creating not just a route optimization, but ordering optimization. We're heavily embedded in AI, and we use all of those assets to be able to support these clients. Many of the competitors that we compete against, they have legacy systems. Part of their issue is their inability to maneuver. We have maximum flexibility because our business was founded after the pandemic in the midst of the fastest growing revolution in technology. We use off-the-shelf systems and we enhance them with artificial intelligence as well as coding. So a big secret of ours is we've spent a lot of money to buy coders that actually create and integrate systems internally. So we can piggyback off of existing systems, enhance them with AI type tools, and that's giving us the competitive advantage to be able to problem solve faster than most companies. The larger competitors whose businesses we've taken, it's because of our ability to be agile and to meet the client need, instead of us using the legacy system or something that's very bulky and unable to evolve. Well, I'd say the thing that sets us apart is not necessarily the mode, it's really the intent. So we're a Christian-based organization, and as such, we take care of the people. See, in businesses, it's very easy to lose that in translation, and it'll all be about ones and zeros. For us, we take a unique approach in trying to actually enhance the soul of the person that we're helping. So from CDL driver school, we're looking for great candidates and people that actually want to make a difference in this world, and we vet them before we bring them through our training centers. Then, when they're properly trained, we employ them and give them jobs and opportunities. There are a lot of CDL schools out there, and a lot of them just happen to be processing mills. And I can't do that because of our values. We believe that putting somebody behind the wheel of an 80,000-pound vehicle is something that's very serious, and we want to make sure that we're making our roads safer than just profitability. So we take a long time to screen our candidates and make sure that when they leave our schools, they're wearing our badge of honor, which means elite performance, elite service. And that really is because we're accountable to a higher calling than just business. We've been around for a little bit, not necessarily as a company, but most of the people in our company have been in the industry for a long time. Some guys as long as 40 years. So we've leveraged all of the relationships that we've amassed throughout those years to be able to create a network that provides not necessarily discounts, but competitive opportunities. For example, as a company today, we were able to procure fuel at the same rate as some of the major corporations out there. So it gives us an ability to be able to attack it in the same or dabble in the same realms as some of our larger competitors. Outside like fuel programs, we look at procuring equipment. We've leveraged our relationships to be able to procure top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art equipment from companies like MHC and Penske. Companies that see us not just as users of their equipment, but as up-and-coming industry leaders. And they give us hellacious discounts. And we're able to support guys that work for us by providing them those same incentives. So we leverage networks.